Hi, everyone, and welcome to your full moon and Gemini reading for each zodiac sign, as well as a pick a card at the end for more general guidance or advice. All right, let's get started with Gemini's key phrase, which is I think. So, what does this mean, and where is it going to show up in your life this full moon, and how can you use it to your advantage? So, Gemini energy is all about thinking and is centered around gathering and assessing as much information as possible. It is being concerned with what you need to know more about and being so curious that you don't stop searching until you find the answers or have it all figured out. It is also your consciousness, your capacity to think, learn, and speak or communicate. It is your expression. It is quick thinking and at times a brilliant mind and memory. It is also considering every option available before making a decision. It is being concerned with your immediate environment, your comfort zone, and making connections or networking and exchanging information within your community, neighborhood, or town. It is also your relationships with your siblings and relatives. And finally, it is also transportation and short distance travel. Now, I also want to mention with this fast moving Gemini energy, there is a tendency for indecisiveness or being easily distracted, but grounding to get steady and focused will definitely help. And on the shadow side, it can bring out the smarty pants or Mr. Mrs. Know It All energy. So that is something to be aware of moving forward in this energy. Now that we know what this energy is, let's look at where it's going to show up for each zodiac sign. I would suggest you watch for your rising sign first. However, if you don't know your rising sign, you can watch for your sun sign. And if you want a personalized full moon reading based on your own birth chart, I have a link below in the description for my website. All right, let's get started. Hi, Gemini. Full moons are all about releasing and letting go of what no longer serves you. It is the ending of a cycle and clearing the proverbial clutter, which allows room to plant the seeds of your new moon wishes in a couple of weeks. And for you, Gemini, this energy is going to be in your first house and will be focused on all things that have to do with me, myself, and I, and how you identify yourself, as well as your physical appearance, your image, and how you are perceived by others. So, those would be the areas I would concentrate on when it comes to releasing and letting go this full moon in Gemini. And if you need to review what the Gemini energy is again, just go to the timestamp in the description box. Hi, Taurus. Full moons are all about releasing and letting go of what no longer serves you. It is the ending of a cycle and clearing the proverbial clutter, which allows room to plant the seeds of your new moon wishes in a couple of weeks. And for you, Taurus, this Gemini energy will be in your second house and will be focused on the things that have to do with your money, earned income, financial responsibility, personal property and possession, and your core values. So, those would be the areas I would concentrate on when it comes to releasing and letting go this full moon in Gemini. And if you need to review what the Gemini energy is again, just go to the timestamp in the description box. Hi, Aries. Full moons are all about releasing and letting go of what no longer serves you. It is the ending of a cycle and clearing the proverbial clutter, which allows room to plant the seeds of your new moon wishes in a couple of weeks. And for you, Aries, this Gemini energy will be in your third house and will be focused on the things that have to do with communication, how you think, learn, share, and express yourself. It will also focus on your siblings, extended family, and your immediate surroundings or community. So, those would be the areas I would concentrate on when it comes to releasing and letting go this full moon in Gemini. And if you need to review what the Gemini energy is again, just go to the timestamp in the description box. Hi, Pisces. Full moons are all about releasing and letting go of what no longer serves you. It is the ending of a cycle and clearing the proverbial clutter, which allows room to plant the seeds of your new moon wishes in a couple of weeks. So for you, Pisces, this Gemini energy will be in your fourth house and will be focused on the things that have to do with your home, family, ancestry, inner emotions, and security. So those would be the areas I would concentrate on when it comes to releasing and letting go this full moon in Gemini. And if you need to review what the Gemini energy is again, just go to the timestamp in the description box. Hi, Aquarius. Full moons are all about releasing and letting go of what no longer serves you. It is the ending of a cycle and clearing the proverbial clutter, which allows room to plant the seeds of your new moon wishes in a couple of weeks. For you, Aquarius, this Gemini energy will be in your fifth house and will be focused on the things that have to do with creativity, hobbies, your children, sports, having fun and entertainment, romance, and passionate love affairs. So, those would be the areas I would concentrate on when it comes to releasing and letting go this full moon in Gemini. And if you need to review what the Gemini energy is again, just go to the timestamp in the description box. Hi, Capricorn. Full moons are all about releasing and letting go of what no longer serves you. It is the ending of a cycle and clearing the proverbial clutter, which allows room to plant the seeds of your new moon wishes in a couple of weeks. And for you, Capricorn, this Gemini energy will be in your sixth house and will be focused on your daily routine, your work or job, service to others, duties and obligations, and your health and wellness. So, those would be the areas I would concentrate on when it comes to releasing and letting go this full moon in Gemini. And if you need to review what the Gemini energy is again, just go to the timestamp in the description box. Hi, Sagittarius. Full moons are all about releasing and letting go of what no longer serves you. It is the ending of a cycle and clearing the proverbial clutter, which allows room to plant the seeds of your new moon wishes in a couple of weeks. And for you, Sagittarius, this Gemini energy will be in your seventh house and will be focused on legal affairs, contracts, and negotiations, your relationships with your spouse or significant other, and even your exes, family, friends, colleagues, or partnerships in business, and peace, harmony, fairness, and justice. So, those would be the areas I would concentrate on when it comes to releasing and letting go this full moon in Gemini. And if you need to review what the Gemini energy is again, just go to the timestamp in the description box. Hi, Scorpio. Full moons are all about releasing and letting go of what no longer serves you. It is the ending of a cycle and clearing the proverbial clutter, which allows room to plant the seeds of your new moon wishes in a couple of weeks. And for you, Scorpio, this Gemini energy will be in your eighth house and will be focused on the things that have to do with transformation, death and rebirth, joint finances, other people's money, debts, inheritance, what is hidden below the surface, and what is considered taboo. So, those would be the areas I would concentrate on when it comes to releasing and letting go this full moon in Gemini. And if you need to review what the Gemini energy is again, just go to the timestamp in the description box. Hi, Libra. Full moons are all about releasing and letting go of what no longer serves you. It is the ending of a cycle and clearing the proverbial clutter, which allows room to plant the seeds of your new moon wishes in a couple of weeks. And for you, Libra, this Gemini energy will be in your ninth house and will be focused on the things that have to do with spirituality, religion, belief systems, higher education, studying and learning, philosophy, and travel. So, those would be the areas I would concentrate on when it comes to releasing and letting go this full moon in Gemini. And if you need to review what the Gemini energy is again, just go to the timestamp in the description box. Hi, Virgo. Full moons are all about releasing and letting go of what no longer serves you. It is the ending of a cycle and clearing the proverbial clutter, which allows room to plant seeds of your new moon wishes in a couple of weeks. For you, Virgo, this Gemini energy will be in your 10th house and will be focused on the things that have to do with your career, ambitions, responsibility, your reputation, what you are known for, and how you are making your mark on the world. So, those would be the areas I would concentrate on when it comes to releasing and letting go this full moon in Gemini. And if you need to review what the Gemini energy is again, just go to the timestamp in the description box. Hi, Leo. Full moons are all about releasing and letting go of what no longer serves you. It is the ending of a cycle and clearing the proverbial clutter, which allows room to plant seeds of your new moon wishes in a couple of weeks. And for you, Leo, this Gemini energy will be in your 11th house and will be focused on the things that have to do with your friends, social circles, support systems, networks and alliances, humanitarianism, and technology. So, those would be the areas I would concentrate on when it comes to releasing and letting go this full moon in Gemini. And if you need to review what the Gemini energy is again, just go to the timestamp in the description box. Hi, Cancer. Full moons are all about releasing and letting go of what no longer serves you. It is the ending of a cycle and clearing the proverbial clutter, which allows room to plant the seeds of your new moon wishes in a couple of weeks. And for you, Cancer, this Gemini energy will be in your 12th house and will be focused on the things that have to do with the most deep and sensitive parts of yourself: solitude, detachment, self undoing, the hidden or unseen, dreams, and the mystical and magical. So, those would be the areas I would concentrate on when it comes to releasing and letting go this full moon in Gemini. And if you need to review what the Gemini energy is again, just go to the timestamp in the description box. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the second part of your full moon in Gemini reading. Okay, I have two piles here for you. Pile A is the rainbow moonstone heart, and pile Z is the tourmalated quartz moon. So take your time, pick the pile or crystal that speaks to you, and I will see you at your reading. All right, pile A, here's your reading. Those of you who chose the pile itself that you felt called to, or the crystal, which is a rainbow moonstone heart, let's get started. Okay, so, sorry, I just wanted this card to be on top. I usually do them by size. So, except in this case, we have what I'm calling the overall energy. And the overall energy for this is focus. All right, so good to know. Then we have Venus, love. We have it's time to release negativity. We have Libra, rebalance, reevaluate relationship, justice, and fair play. And full moon in Sag, see the bigger picture. And I have your 3 tarot, which we will look at the end, along with a couple of other oracle cards. So here's what I want to say. This is about full moon, about releasing and letting go and making room for new moon wishes in a couple of weeks, like I always say. Now, being that this is letting go, I also see very strongly that this is about a relationship, okay? I'm seeing we, have reevaluate relationships, justice, and fair play, but we have Venus here, and we have Libra, Venus, ruler of Libra, all about relationships and rebalance, and we even see here, right, the balancing of the oh my gosh, I don't even know what they're called, the scales. Thank you. Sometimes I have a moment. All right. So what I want to say for you, pile A, is that you are going to maybe be looking at, for releasing and letting go, something to do with your relationship. So what is that? We have here, it's time to release negativity. Is there a lot of maybe bickering or back and forth within the relationship? Is there just a lot of negativity in general, fighting, arguing, that type of thing? Is it maybe a one-sided relationship where there isn't a lot of fairness or a lot of justice? What is it that you need to see in the bigger picture here? As I always say with these cards, what comes out is a message for someone and maybe a number of you, but it won't be for everyone because this is collective. And I believe what the cards are saying are what they're saying. And this is very much with Venus and Libra, I believe, about relationships. Now, it doesn't have to be a love relationship necessarily. It can be about any relationship. It can be work relationships. It can be familial relationships. It can just be your relationships within your friend groups. So I think what they're asking here is that you really go within, okay, and look for what it is that's going to transform. Everything here is always for the better. What can you do to make things better, right? How can you strengthen? How can you strengthen and make the relationships that you have in your life better so that they're serving you rather than not? So that is the main message that I'm seeing here. They really want you to kind of go in right down and to see how she's kind of halfway down in the water. So I'm going to say down into your emotional depths and really question what it is and try to see big picture while you're down there, what it is that needs to be reevaluate it to make these relationships in your life better for you in the long run. You know, we need to look for things in our lives that serve us, and we need to remove the things that don't. It's really that simple, and that can be anything from food to people to material goods, whatever it is. But in this case, they are definitely with Libra and Venus here. We're definitely talking about relationships with, I'm going to say, people in this case. All right. And really, you know, look big picture, look at it from all angles, remove yourself as though you're a third party and look in at it big picture. That's a great way of looking at things. And with Scorpio here, and we have a butterfly, it's transformation time, right? It's time to release. In this case, they're saying negativity. So it's time to make that change and to bring love in with Venus, right? Everything love, the things that you love, the people that you love, and to make everything, I don't know, just kind of, all that keeps coming up in my head is that song, I don't know, a Sugarland, maybe something about stuck like glue. Anyway, yeah, just so that you're stuck like glue with the people that you enjoy. And again, it doesn't matter what area of your life this relationship is in. All right, let's take a look at the tarot and see what they have to add here. So first card out, we have Ace of Wands, love, okay. New beginnings, we're talking about that. Page of Cups. So this is new beginnings, and I want to say new beginnings, it can be in creativity. It, in this case, can be in relationships. So again, if it's, like I said, romantic with love or any type, but we have the Page of Cups here too, which is, and loyalty, which is definitely, I think, leaning more to maybe like a romantic, but again, you take it how it resonates in your life. And Three of Pentacles. Okay, you guys, this is awesome. So we have Ace of Wands coming in, we have Page of Cups coming in, and we have the Three of Pentacles coming in. Everything confirming, look, new beginnings, loyalty, and excitement. Everything which is saying time for a new beginning, to rebalance, to find justice, to reevaluate, to release negativity, to see it big picture, and find that loyalty, right? Find that justice and fair play. And Three of Pentacles also, for me, I'm thinking of the Rider-Waite card, which is people working together. So again, this could be relationships within your work or something along that line. All right, I'm going to pull a couple of other oracles for you here. I think that's an awesome message about what it is that you need to really reevaluate and let go over this full moon cycle. Okay, and this one flipped over. I can guide and lead others wisely and with love. Love this. Okay, so I think that, again, it can speak to any relationship at all. Okay, I can guide and lead others wisely and with love. All right, that was too many that fell out there. Let's see here if I can get my hands to shuffle these cards today. There's definitely something that when they get all jumbly and crazy, there we go. Oh, wow, too many. I'm just going to put those back in. We just want 1, 2 at the most. Okay, and I'm going to find it this way. So what else do we need to know for pile A? Trust and act accordingly. I love this. Okay, so, and it's a 3. And what I want to say is when the numbers pop out at me too like that, 30, which reduces down to a 3 in this case, communication. So really, once you figure out, once you've looked at this big picture, pile A, really take the time when you're reevaluating and when you're looking at this and focusing in on what it is that you want, that you then speak the words truthfully, and that you trust that the person that you're talking to on the other end is hearing what you have to say and willing to work with you. And then you act accordingly moving forward. And you also expect that of them. That was a message that came in that I think is very important. So you both need to trust, and then you both need to act accordingly to make this work. Okay, so that is it, pile A. I hope that you enjoyed this quick additional message, and I will see you next on the new moon, where you'll be making new moon wishes. Thank you. Hi, pile Z, and all of you who chose the Tourmalated Quartz moon. All right, this is your reading. I do believe, yes. I just wanted this card on top for the choosing. I don't like it to be the same card every time, but this is your overall energy card for this reading to go along with what you've already listened to in your rising and sun signs. So overall energy is attraction, supermoon. Okay, so let's go here. We have Scorpio, I transform. We have new moon in Leo, confidence is your key to success. We have sun in Aries, new beginnings. And we have first moon in Capricorn, unleash your kindest self. I'm going to take the tarot, set them aside for the oracles at the end. So let's just take a quick look. Now, remembering the theme here, because it is a full moon, is releasing and letting go of what no longer serves you. I like this because already we have Scorpio with I transform, and we have a 20, which reduces down to a 2, meaning there are choices to be made, okay? There are choices to be made here. So maybe balance to be found. And we have new beginnings. So if we're transforming, letting go of what no longer serves us, we are definitely then taking a leap of faith like the Fool card and moving into new beginnings. And what I feel just from the cards themselves, as I always say, when we're doing the readings like this, the cards have their own key phrases on them. What comes out is what is meant to be heard, whether it's by 1 or 2 of you or 200 of you in the collective, whatever it is. I don't think my audience is quite that big. I would like it to be, but one day it will get there. I'm manifesting that. So what we want to do here is look at them, and it has unleash your kindest self. So maybe you've been holding back a bit here, pile Z. Maybe you have been holding back, whether it's because you're shy or maybe it's a lack of confidence in yourself. So there's something that's happening within your life that maybe you're holding back on. And it could just be you, and that's just you in general, being able to speak up or to assert yourself, right? It's going to depend on each and every one of you, but there is definitely something here that needs a transformation. And because the confidence in Leo card is sitting right down, and it is new moon here, which means it's something that you should be manifesting. New moon is a time to plant seeds. So I really feel that you need to let go of that insecurity, or and not insecurity. Look, nothing is ever in a bad way because everything is to help you here. So, but if you're a little bit insecure, it may be time to take on this Leo lion energy and want to, here with Aries and look at the sun, and the sun rules the 5th house of Leo. So it's wanting you to shine. It's wanting you to step out from maybe behind the curtain, behind the shadows, behind another person even, and step out and let your light shine for everyone to see. And that may be your transformation. It doesn't always have to be something, tower moment, something needs to transform. It could just be really working on your confidence and letting, unleash your kindest self, letting your light shine for everyone to see. And maybe there's something that, right now I'm just seeing someone I'm seeing a stage and someone's kind of standing off in the wings. And there's another person out getting all of the attention, for lack of a better word, but someone else is out giving the message. But really, it's your message. They're just the one who's out giving it on your behalf. Maybe it's time for you to step out and give your own message and show the world, the people, the community, whatever it is around you, that you are the brilliance behind those ideas, and you are the love and the kindness behind those ideas. And I think this is going to be a transformation that is going to be very beneficial to you, Pile Z. And the way to do it is by, the laws of attraction, we'll say, with the word attraction here. And it's a 44, which is one of two things we can look at it for. Is instability, right? Foundation, right? It's that inward focus that you then want to put out for everyone to see, okay? Unleashing it. Or we can look at it as 4 and 4 is 8, and it's time for you to let go of being in the background and being in the shadow. All right, so that is the main message. And sorry, one more thing I thought of earlier. Attraction, right? New moon. We want to, in a couple weeks is the new moon. We go every 2 weeks, full moon, new moon, approximately 2 weeks. And full moons, letting go, releasing what no longer serves. New moon, planting seeds, manifesting, and wanting to nurture and bring in and put the hard work towards bringing in what it is that you want to have in your life. Okay, so let's look at the tarot and see if they have anything additional to add. 6 of Swords, I like that, with movement. Great. 6 of Cups, perfect, with past. Okay. And 9 of Swords with trauma. Okay, so in the past, I love that the trauma comes under past, because I think we're burying it in a good way. We're not tucking it away and not dealing with it, but we're going to get rid. This trauma is your past. The trauma of, trauma, again, can mean many things, and it may just mean the fact that you maybe had stage fright, and that's why you couldn't step out in the stage. And it's why I saw that vision where it was someone else out speaking your words on your behalf. Okay. And that's because maybe in the past you had a bad experience when you tried to do that, because you may lack a bit of confidence because in your younger days or in previous days, you've had a bit of stage fright. It's going to be different for everyone, but it will be something along those lines. Okay. But it's just knowing that's in the past now. Okay. The 6 of Cups here, moving on to better times. We want to remember the good things from the past and leave those not so great things behind. Okay. And this is a full moon, so we're going to release it. And then the 6 of Swords here is success. It's celebration. It's advancement, right? It's movement, meaning you will be successful at this. And again, this isn't something that you have to do overnight. This is something that you can work towards. But I really believe that you need to make the commitment to yourself to try. take the leap of faith and try, even if it's just in baby steps. And again, whatever that could be for you, if it is standing up in front of people, maybe try just standing up in front of a few people within your office space or within your group, and just maybe keep making, you know, baby steps. Bigger crowds, one by one, you know, or by the tens, whatever it is. All right, let's just see if there's anything else here that they want to say here, the universe. What else do we have? That one did a hop. Let's pull it. I am open and responsive to the abundance of the universe. I like that because I think that what it's saying here is that once you let this go and you make yourself open, right? You unleash, you open up, you become open and available for the universe to shower abundance upon you. And that's where I think we're going to see the success and celebration and all of that excitement and things that will happen here with the Six of Swords. So I like the way that that's tying in. Let's get one more card. And this is something that you can work on over and above, like I said before, over and above Pile Z, what you've already listened to in your sun and rising sign for this actual full moon in Gemini. These are just quick little messages to just give you a little something else to work on. There's never enough. Okay, here we go. Oops, okay, I pulled two, so two it is. Divine Dragon, I like that. Okay, so we'll talk about that. I think it fits in here with all this fiery sun yellow energy. Oh, and this one, which is beautiful. I'm going to go to this one first. You contain the entire universe and code it within you. So somewhere in you is this lion. Okay, somewhere within you is Leo the lion waiting to come out. We all have it within us, okay? It's already within us, that confidence, and that it's like sticking the little, you know, this little, oh my gosh, it's words with me. I can never think of them in the moment. This little stick, right? It's like just plugging it in and knowing that you can do it and that the universe has your back, and you're really going to take on this divine dragon energy. So whether it's masculine or feminine, it does not matter. Whatever energy you need to pull is the energy you're going to pull. And I love how this dragon is in what I'm going to call a circle, which makes me think of the Wheel of Fortune, meaning it's your time. The Wheel of Fortune is moving in your favor. You just need to jump on. I think of like one of those hamster wheels. You need to jump on and run, right? So that's what I think here with the divine dragon energy is pick up that gentle but kind, but fiery and passionate dragon energy here, and jump on that wheel and get ready to receive your abundance. Get ready to shine your light out. So those are your messages, Pile Z. I hope you enjoyed them. Again, just quick and easy, as a, like I said, in addition to the first part of the readings. Thank you so much. I'll see you at the new moon in a couple of weeks.